Hi there, good evening and welcome to our Live at 5 this Wednesday evening, the 30th of May 2018 here at my home. I'm coming to you live from my lounge. I'm Martin Jones Medium, and today, every Wednesday, I've decided we're going to do a bit of a book review Wednesday. So reading review Wednesday, and currently I'm still trying to read this, Light Warrior by Kyle Gray. Kyle Gray, as some of you might know, is a fantastic author and angel worker and Hay House published author now as well. Really exciting young man who does the most amazing writing, and if you're ever lucky enough to see him demonstrate or work in public, he's fantastic at that too. Kyle lives in Scotland, and this is probably his 5th or 6th book, if I'm correct. We do have all of them here in our library, and this book talks about being a light warrior. Now, when I moved to England in 2009, a lot of people were using new buzzwords around, especially around spirituality and working spiritually. And one of the buzzwords was light worker. All of a sudden, I was being referred to as a light worker, and I had no clue what that was. But, off I went being my light worker, and people kept saying to me, "Oh, you're a light worker, you're meant to be working in the light." And that path has become more and more clear as I progressed on my own spiritual journey and my own spiritual study and development. And certainly, towards the beginning of last year, that was a very much a buzzy thing. Light worker was a very buzzy thing. And what I've found now is that the new thing is the light warrior. And, Kyle in his books is very descriptive. He sets you exercises you can do. There are beautiful passages of scripture that he's written. There are meditations that you can do. And just his do's and don'ts and his take on what it is to be a light warrior. And what it is to fight the good fight, and what it is to really take part in what you're doing. So this book, Light Warrior, I highly recommend. As I say, I'm still currently reading it. On the back, it says, "Within the light no shadow can exist. A light worker is anyone who has heard the internal call to make a difference in the world. A light warrior is someone who chooses to respond to the call. Light Warrior is a manual for those who are ready to take action, but may be feeling sensitive, powerless, and fearful of the unknown." In this book, angel expert Kyle Gray encourages you to identify the fears holding you back and gives you the spiritual armory to help you become a light warrior you were born to be. You'll be introduced to a number of warrior workouts that will help you to drop the shields of fear and accept support, create a loving connection with your angels and guides, increase your psychic protection and assertive voice, overcome the fear of persecution, and step into the magic of ceremony. Are you ready to overcome your blocks, create internal shifts, and embrace the light within? Let Light Warrior show you the way. And then just a short review there. It says, Kyle Gray is an incredibly talented medium and guide for a new generation of spiritual seekers and the already converted. Gabrielle Bernstein, New York Times best-selling author of The Universe Has Your Back. And he certainly is someone who is very contemporary. I find him to be very accessible to people of my age, of any age actually. Kyle tells it like it is, and he knows exactly what he's doing, exactly in which direction he's going. And he even admits that between drafts of different books and between different books that he's written, he has come to develop and change and alter his spiritual practice, his spiritual feelings, etc. And certainly well worth the read. We have a lot of his other books as well. Really great author, and he also has developed some oracle cards. So it's Kylegray. Why not let us know what you're reading? What are you reading spiritually at the moment? What are you reading that is actually allowing you to grow spiritually? How is it that you are sort of establishing yourself and growing and learning and progressing in your own spiritual journey? These are questions I'd like to ask. So for next Wednesday, I should have read to the end of that book, and I have over 1,000 books here. I'm very blessed to have over 1,000 books in our library, our spiritual library that we have here at what was Gurulicious, which is now going to be Infinity Academy. So we have a lot of books for learning, a lot of books for sharing and growing, and certainly if you're in the Bournemouth area and you're at a loss for a book and you want to read something, by all means drop me a line and we'll see what we can do to help facilitate your reading, learning and growing. Reading is a fantastic way to expand your knowledge. It's also a fantastic way to see how other people walking their path are able to really grow and evolve into someone who's actually taking information on board and deciding what their take on that information is. So certainly something well worth doing is grabbing a book and just starting to read. And when it's a spiritual book, there's so many different avenues that spirituality goes down. So Carl Gray, as I say, in this book is telling us all about being a light warrior and sort of hearing the call, acknowledging the call and hearing the call to be a light warrior or light worker, and then moving forward into being a light warrior, should I say. And he certainly does that with a lot of vigour and a lot of interesting passages and exercises that you can do. Carl's also very, very involved with yoga, so a lot of it has to do with breathing techniques, meditation techniques, and movement that you can do as well. Carl is just one of a whole host of really fantastic contemporary authors that we have today. Some are very much more I'm going to say secular and are very much more in keeping with the old traditional ways of spirituality, but he certainly challenges people and certainly stands up for the here and now. And I think a lot of people find his work really accessible. I'm very fortunate enough to have met quite a few of the authors that we carry in the library, and I'm going to try and do my best to see if we can't do some live interviews with some of the authors as well as they become available and are around and present for us to do so. So that's something to look forward to on our Reading Review Wednesday. So far we've got Meditation Monday, we've got Thoughtful Tuesday and Reading Review Wednesday. So each of these days have already been designated, and they're designated for a specific purpose for that day, live at 5, but only for 5 to 15 minutes per day. Unfortunately, I cannot do tomorrow evening's broadcast. I do have a very, very valid reason for not doing it. I'm actually being sent on a wine course tomorrow to do with my new employer, and so having tasted lots and lots of wine during the day, I am not going to be available to be doing any form of spiritual work in the evening. I have a firm belief that you do not mix spirits and spirit. And that is because I'm being called to go and do some work tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to do any spiritual work tomorrow evening. So I do hope you'll forgive me tomorrow. But we will certainly be back on Friday. We've decided to do these broadcasts Monday through Friday. I had a meeting with James today. James is our technical guru, and he's just set up our new YouTube channel, so you can go in and look on our YouTube channel. And apparently within YouTube, within our channel, you've got something called playlists, and so each day is going to have its own playlist, and the broadcasts will be shared in that day. So if meditation's your thing, you can go to the meditation playlist and it'll show you all the meditations that we've done over the weeks. So daily, Monday to Friday, from 5 till 5:15 at the very maximum, 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week is what we're going to be doing from now on. So live at 5 days a week. Tomorrow would have been our Oracle card day, and Friday is our spiritual questions day. But what I'm going to do is I am going to combine Friday, because I cannot do tomorrow. I will try and do a half an hour for you guys on Friday from 5 o'clock until 5:30 this Friday evening, here, live here, and we're going to do spiritual questions. So if you have any spiritual questions, send me a Facebook message and let me pop them onto the list. And then we'll also do some Oracle cards for you guys on Friday as well, so that we are still keeping to our schedule of doing 5 to 15 minutes a day. So that's what we're planning. Don't forget, we have got the Guru Market this Sunday. Really, really excited that we've got Guru Market coming up this Sunday. We've got just on 20-ish stalls there. We've got readers, we've got retail, we've got therapies being offered, and certainly a time to come and pamper yourself, have a bit of a reading done, maybe enjoy some food and beverages in the cafe. It's at the Shelley Theatre in Beechwood. I think it's Beechwood Road or Beechwood Avenue in Boscombe, Shelley Theatre Complex, and plenty parking, lots of really clean, really tidy bathroom facilities, and great food. in great company. So if you'd like to come along to that, it's 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock on Sunday, and there's a £1 entry fee, and that money will be going towards the refurb of the centre itself. So we're actually giving back to the centre that we're hiring, and that event is said to grow. We've already got lots of bookings for our next one, which will be in the first weekend of December. So my recommendation for this week, my recommendation to you, if you haven't got it already, if you haven't read any of his work, find Kyle Gray, Light Warrior, or any of his previous books, and they are available through Amazon. They're available in any good bookstores, and it's certainly well worth a read. Okay, Kyle's a contemporary author that writes beautifully and really allows you to access your own inner warrior and your own inner being, and shows you tangible ways to do that in today's day and age, in today's society. So really, really a lovely, lovely book. I'm on page 98, and there are just over 200 pages in the book. So I'm hoping to get through the rest of it between this week and next, and I'll do a final review on that, and we'll actually bring up our next book for next week as well. Don't forget to be grateful. We've done great gratitude on Monday. Don't forget to be grateful. Act in an attitude of gratitude. See how that's going for you. Don't forget that was yesterday. Attitude of gratitude was Tuesday. On Monday we spoke about the meditation technique, and if you want to join us for meditation next week, Monday, it'll only be for 15 minutes. Try the technique that we've shared on Monday night's video. Look back to Monday night, just gone, so the 28th, and you will be able to see the technique that we suggest with linking into yourself, clearing your mind, and being ready to meditate. And certainly on Monday night we will attempt that together for our 15-minute meditation. So, from me, Martin Jones, here from home, thank you very much for joining me for this short live at 5. Get yourself a book to read. We are going to be reviewing books and suggesting books week on week on a Wednesday. So Reading Review Wednesday is now a thing. Thoughtful Tuesday is now a thing. Meditation Monday is now a thing. And Oracle Thursday, which would be tomorrow evening, as I said, unfortunately I'm postponing it because I've actually got a work commitment to go to a wine tasting course I've got to go on, or wine testing course I've got to go on. So I shall be live at 5 again for all of you on Friday of this week, and I will do half an hour from 5 till 5:30, and I will combine doing some oracle cards and answering some spiritual questions, because Friday is usually going to be about asking what you want to know from Spirit. So have a fantastic evening ahead. I have no idea why I'm double thumbs upping you. Have a fantastic evening ahead, everybody. Really enjoy your evening. Bless you all, and I'll see you all on Friday. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Goodbye.